Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. Exciting milestone to update you guys with our track improvement work. We've got the T-Junction back together on the tabletop layout, as we have also got the two T-junctions on the lower level together again on top of their mills modules. Really excited for this milestone. I love the Trixbricks T-Junction. It's been an awesome addition to our tabletop layout, and to have two of them here on the new lower level layout is awesome and amazing. These are beasts to put together, even with the mills modules all put together. To get everything attached and then get all of the track down on the mills modules is a bit of a chore, especially when we are under the tables like this. There's not a lot of overhead clearance to be crawling around on top of everything to push all the different mills modules and track pieces together. There's still a few little hiccups and bumps down here that I need to go through and sort of, massage out of the system to make sure that everything's running or ready to run really smooth. But, to have everything basically together, really excited about this. I think these are going to be amazing cornerstones for the lower level layout down here. I think it's going to be really awesome to have these down at this end here as interesting ways to move trains through the main part of the lower layout, to move trains over to the Winter Village side over there. But also really excited now about having these in our toolkit for taking out to train shows as well. We've got a train show really in less than a week now, or just basically a week from when we are filming this. So, we're going to be taking two of the T-junctions out to that show. I think they will be great anchors on that particular layout. It'll be really cool to put them through their paces there, but really happy to not only be able to use these here in our layout in the Lego room, but to have them at our disposal for use at train shows is really exciting as well. Now, in terms of items still left to be done with the T-junctions, like I said, I need to go through and do a few more polish passes on the tile level of the ballast system underneath. The ballast plate is fine, but some of the tile versus plate placement under that is a little off, just because the straight pieces I use through this section here are different size combinations compared to the one I used up above on the main tabletop layout. So we just need to shift some of the those pieces around so that everything locks in and is nice and solid. You'll also notice there's a few light gray pieces that are sticking out from underneath the track. I ran out of the dark blue gray of some of the pieces as we were moving through, so I'm going to have some more of those parts ordered in, the 1x2 dark blue gray and the 2x2 dark blue gray. We will get those in probably in the next few weeks, and then we can come back through and tidy up the tiling underneath there to get rid of those little pockets of light gray. But, in the short term, not really worried about it. I don't think they look too bad as you're moving around the track module, but just details that we will need to fix up and polish up as parts come in and as we get time. Now on the far side over there, I need to move the Titanic box and a few other things over there so that I can more easily access that T-junction track module over there. These under table spaces, not super large, pretty difficult when you're trying to crawl through and move things around, get things attached together the way that you want. Everything's pretty good over there, but I want to make sure I get a pass at lining everything up with the mainline tracks that go around the rest of the lower level layout here. So it's going to involve moving the T-junctions around a little bit so they are lined up with each other and that we can bridge across between the two of them there. But also, like I said, so that they connect into everything else. We need to connect into the main line track over here. We need to connect into the Winter Village track over here. So just shifting things a bit and getting everything set, at which point we should be good to run some train tests around the lower level layout here. We've got some corner modules that we're finishing off that we'll be able to use both around the Winter Village and here on the main part of the lower level layout. So as all of these parts come together, we'll be able to do some train tests, see if the T-junctions are performing the way we expect. I think everything should be good, but that'll be a good test of, like, is there anything weird with track not being, level enough, not connected properly from one section to another, a good way to troubleshoot stuff. So like I said, we'll move some boxes and stuff on the far side there so that we can more easily access that T-junction over there. We'll do a pass across both of these to make sure they're nicely leveled out and that there's no bumps as the trains move through. And then it's really on to the rest of the lower level layout here. We are going to be working through getting the straight track modules in, some updates to the bridges over there. We've got the corner modules that should be coming online ASAP. In fact, we're pretty much there. There's a couple sections on the two corners that go over there that I need to finish up, but all the Winter Village corners are all done. So things are really coming together down here. Quite excited about how this is going to look and work. So more ahead as we get all this track hooked up and we bring the rest of the mills track chunks online. But this is an exciting milestone here today. Like I said, big fan. I'm a big fan of Trixbrix's track modules in general. They have a lot of really cool, interesting track geometry that they release out and make. And, these T-junctions are pretty epic. They allow a lot of interesting train movement, and super excited now to have 3 of these that are, functional and looking awesome, that we can use both around the Lego room here, but also out at train shows as well. So keep an eye out. There's a lot of videos in the queue that are coming over the next few days here as we work out the remaining track issues and getting everything hooked up on the lower level here. We've got some interesting train and building modules that are coming online over the next few days for the train show that we are going out to display at in the next week here, and lots more ahead. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of those upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.